Hi and welcome to another game video, and this video is a bit of a follow-up to a previous one where I was talking about where you have these online games that if they get the server switched off then they just become giant paperweights, and the game that sort of sparked this was this is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. My daughter bought it recently, and when she got it home it wouldn't work, so done the sensible thing and took it back to where we bought it from, which was CEX, and we took it back today. You can see it's got a test sticker on. Apparently they managed to get it to work, but we are still being faced with failed to join online session, game lobby is full. You can see that on the screen there. So still really none the wiser, with the one exception is that if you turn off the Wi-Fi on your PlayStation, then it should stop looking for online servers. So I think that's what we're going to try next. So if we go into your settings and turn your Wi-Fi off on the network, yeah. Right, so we've now turned the Wi-Fi off, and now she's going to go and try and play it again. So we've had a message pop up that says cannot connect to server, so network features will be unavailable. So yes, it does seem to have fixed the issue. There we've got her playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 on the PS4, a game which, well, we've so far thought was just an online only game. Did you install the update that they asked?
Yeah.
Yeah, so while we were in the store, they tested the game, said there was an update available, which for some odd reason we didn't have the last time we checked it. So she's installed the update and turned her Wi-Fi off on her PlayStation, and it seems to have fixed the issue. So if you've got either this game, which is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 on the PS4, a game which we believe the servers had been turned off in 2019. I know they had a number of issues which they supposedly fixed, and then it had more issues, but it does appear that you can play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 offline, a game that is predominantly an online game, and we thought, as I said in my previous video, that it was just basically a plastic paperweight. You can play it if you update the game, so obviously you need your online switched on for that, but then once the update's been installed, go into your PlayStation 4 settings and untick the little box that says connect to internet, and then instantly she's been able to play the sort of campaign, I would call it. Is that what you call it? Story mode sort of thing, which we had no access to before. So
I'm not sure it actually records it though, if you just dick about it. Usually you get like a 2-minute timer, and then when that's done, you go around and collect all the skate letters. So
are you thinking this is just basically an open arena that you can just mess around in?
It's basically like the tutorial, unless you do each one individually. Hang on. Should we try this? Play single player.
Right, so she's now, this is all new. No, it does actually look like you can complete missions. So you seem to be in some kind of open arena where there's what looks to me like sort of Google Map pins, and you can go up to them and pick which one you want to do. So I'm not sure if that is what I would class as the full game, but it does allow her to at least play the game and do more than what she had before, whereas we were just stuck in tutorial mode and that is it. But it's a thing that happens when you have games that are too reliant on online servers, and whether that is a game that isn't very successful, so they switch it off very quickly, or even a game that, if it's a highly successful game, it's still gonna at some point have its server switched off and limit what you can do in the game, especially if it sort of has no campaign or single player mode. But as you can see, she has just picked up, just hit on one of those pins, and she's now doing a mission which is timed. She's got about,
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
2 minutes I think there was on that.
Yeah.
to do some tricks.
I think it's to try and get a high score.
Right. A little bit of success there. It is a game that she paid £10 for originally, and we were trying to get that back today, because I still don't think it's a full game. I think it's one of these big problems with games that rely on online servers, but at least she now got something that she could play, which was more than she had earlier, where we just had a tutorial. But there are missions that she is doing and challenges, etc. So there is some game there. If you've got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 on the PS4, then do the update and turn off your Wi-Fi, and you should be able to play the game quite well. Link, like, I hope that helps. Subscribe, enjoy.